Okay, we rolling. What's up, dudes? Today I had a photo shoot and I am partially ready, but I thought it would be really fun to share the process of how I make my accessories. I have already started on a little bit of the process of one of them because it takes a little bit more time. I'm kind of on a time crunch right now. I thought it would be really fun to share with the supplies that I have what you can do with them. All you need is really just a little bit of some stuff that you can get from Walmart. I thrift a lot of my supplies. I collected all of this stuff over time, so don't feel pressured to buy anything. I'm gonna show you what I have and then we can see the end result and what we make from it. I kind of have a general idea in my head of what I wanted, but I don't have like a reference photo or anything, so I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow and see what I make out of it. I felt like my outfit was missing something. I wanted to make some extra accessories. This is not my full outfit for today, but I thought it would be really nice to kind of like go on theme with like what I was doing, because I'm already like had the makeup on and stuff. Like the inspiration just hit and I just kind of felt like this was the moment that I wanted to do it. So why not make a video? Why not? Like, I always forget to record, but I already did a little bit of the process because it was a little bit time consuming, but I can tell you what I did. I also can show you what I have and show you how I'm gonna make this. First, I got this. I got this measure, pair of scissors, these are faux leather strips that I got from the thrift. They were like 50 cents, so I really recommend going to the fabric section and going through like the ribbons and stuff, because this is like just sitting in the ribbons and it's not ribbons. So I've utilized it for, I made like 3 chokers already, so I'm going to show you how I do that. It's really easy. As long as you have a hammer. You're going to need a hammer too. You're going to need a hammer, okay? Don't hit yourself with it. Don't do that. I got these little hair things, little spiral hair things, so they go on braids and different things like that. I thought that might be cool to use. I got like all my little like piercing case. It's like, I used to buy like the little bundles of them. Got like my old nose ring in here. I thought that maybe I could use some of those if I was looking to have some inspiration. But kind of how I'm feeling today is that I wanted to put like a grommet right here in the middle. I have this spike kit. It's from Amazon. Say they're okay quality. They don't stay on very well. I recommend spikes.com if you want to get high quality spikes though. Yeah, I got like a little baggie right here. This size of grommet right here is what we're going to be using to kind of like tie the choker back. And this is what we will be using to put in the grommets with our hammer. I use my pliers to bend the jump rings together, but you could also use them to cut wires and different stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is measuring my neck. I think I might actually go with the thicker one. So I have two different sizes. So my neck is 13 inches, but I'm gonna cut it at 14. So I like to be able to breathe whenever I'm doing different stuff. It should look like this, and we're gonna do it that way. Putting a grommet here, 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 and here, and then doing a little backwards corset type shit. Now to do the grommets, you need to listen. You need a male part, which is the part with the sticky out part, and then the female part, and then you're gonna put it in here, put the female part in there. You take this, we're gonna mark it first and put it where it goes. Then we put the male part in there to punch a hole. That's how I do it, but I kind of help the hole first. So I mark where I want it and then I put a little hole in there. I can show you the tool I have, but this is not mandatory. You can use like a knife, like a box cutter, a letter opener even. So this is the tool you can use to like puncture for spikes. We're gonna mark on each side where we want it. I don't have like a professional grommet puncher. You know what I mean? I've made little indents here where I want them. I'm just gonna push through on the other side. I'm kind of working with easy fabric here because it's not leather, so I don't need like a leather needle or anything. Remember when I said you're gonna put the female part in there and then figure out how you want it to go in there. Got it like this. And then you see through where it's gonna puncture the hole. And we're gonna hammer this baby down.
2,000 years later.
So I'm back and I have the grommets where they're supposed to go. So if you did it like me, it should have made a lot of noise. So that's kind of why I did it off camera. It was really annoying. I was gonna use this purple ribbon to make the back for it. But I have these like, oh, they kind of look like little devil horns. I think that these look really cool. Little things. They're more of like a diamond version of that, which I think kind of look like teeth. It's like these little buttons, which those look really cool. I might save those for another project. Kind of giving me ideas. So now that I got my holes, I'm gonna put the, it's like the little screw part of the spikes, and we're gonna put it through there. We, us, you, me. I have it through there. And I'm just gonna screw on this little guy. I'm exposing the threads here. And I'm just screwing this little guy on. So I like him pointing in there. So I'm gonna put the other ones on and come right back. These are little hair adornments that you can put in braids and different things like that. I'm going to glue some of this on there. This is what I have so far. You see that? Very nice, very nice. I do think that that's fucking awesome. I was gonna take a few of these. I don't know if the camera caught that, but there's some steam coming off of this whenever I do that. And I think that's because of science. My fingers are hot. Isn't that so cool? I'm sure you could make this just by bending wire. Springs and pens you can also use as those. The glue brands I'm using is the Loctite super glue and then just regular hot glue. Just got a normal gun and everything. I made it kind of look like a DNA, which I thought was pretty neat, but then I got glue all over the place. So I'm going to show you how to remove the little excess glue that I got going on here on the sides. So you're going to need acetone. This is 100% acetone nail polish remover. And then I take a couple of cotton swabs and then I'm just going to go on there and clean it up a little bit. I like the super glue and the hot glue because it dries really fast. I feel it made a difference, but you can tell me how you feel about it. I think that it's pretty neat. Inspired me to do this little DNA effect here was the wallpaper on my bedroom, and I thought it was really cool. So now I'm gonna show you how I get this all laced up with the way that we're gonna do it. Think of it as a corset. So you're gonna have 4 grommets on each side after you cut it, and then lace through like a shoelace at the very top. Go through each grommet one time and then pull around and tie it like a bow. I love this method not only because it does its job, but it also looks stylish and it kind of adds spice to your look. I am pretty stoked to execute this.
Fatality.
So that's the choker. I also made these little hair accessories. I painted them. They're part of a TV stand. I wasn't gonna use it, so I took it apart and then I attached these little hair clips on there. And then I painted the parts that I wanted green. And I thought that they would be really cute as hair accessories. When those dry, I will definitely be putting those in my hair too. I saw a few people hand painting this style on boots. I have these old Demonias. They're kind of falling apart because they've been to so many shows. The sole is just completely glued on. If I mess up, it's totally okay, but I was thinking to experiment a little bit on this because I don't have an interest in buying dead stock Demonias. I don't think that it's worth the money. I did spray paint it back to black whenever I glued it, but I'm going to take these from the inside of keyboards that I thrifted, and then I'm going to glue it on there. And I feel like that would be a little bit less time consuming than hand painting every single one of them just for it to get like scuffed and all messed up and stuff. This being plastic, I feel like this is easier. Did not record myself doing that. I did it like months ago because I thought that these would be really versatile, but I actually needed the keyboards for a different project. I will be lining this up and cutting it out, but as you can see, this one and this one are different, so each boot is going to be a little bit different, but I mean that's what makes it unique, right? So I have the first boots done. I have a little outline here of Sharpie with the heel of the boot, so that's what I'm gonna cut out now. Whenever I taped it the first time, I did it from this little indent on the boots, and then I wrapped it around right here. So now I'm just gonna take my glue and glue that together. I feel like I saved some time. It's like 100% accuracy because it's actually the thing. I don't think I missed. I'm gonna let this dry and I'll come back to it, but I'm gonna go do the other one too. I think that they turned out pretty neat, and I really like my necklace. Now I have the boots. These boots. These are the Demonia Cara 200s, and I did end up super gluing them. I think it turned out pretty rad. I really like it. So we're gonna try them on now. Now I've got the whole outfit going on. This is the pre-outfit before the outfit. So I'm gonna come back with the photo shoot outfit. I put these on for the first time. I made them like 4 months ago, and I got them like this tubular crin from the Dollar Tree, and I made these little antennas out of zip ties. The tubular crin, I tied it around hair ties, and I just used each side and tied it around and made it the same length, and I really like how it turned out. I didn't want to spend so much money on all the side brow locks when I could make them. I'm really crafty, so I really do enjoy making my own stuff and customizing it. And then I got this from Atomic Guys, this from Atomic Guys. They were a gift. This dress is a gift, and it makes me feel so beautiful. This right here, it's a knife. It's my zombie hunting knife, is what it said on the package. I got it from one of the local rock and roll stores. This right here is a phone holder. But it's also a garter phone holder. It is from Damage Group. I really like how the fit turned out. I'm really excited for the shoot now. Right here, I have a tutorial up on that if you're interested in my hair clips, but the other one didn't make it. the glue did not stay on very long, and I got changed and I put them on and they fell right off, so I had to go and re-glue them. But yeah, so unfortunately they won't be making it in this shoot today, but I did snag a couple pics before they imploded on themselves. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.